Hello, folks. Welcome once again for another review on one of the most popular fighting games of all time, which is none other than MK. Well, of course, the last time we had a Mortal Kombat game was way back a couple of years ago. I think it was MK11, wherein it was really totally it was a good ride. Okay, characters were pretty awesome. The plot, superb. And this one here, of course, which somehow is a continuation of that, somehow kinda, I don't know how to say it, but didn't actually get to meet the expectations. Well, I have a lot of reasons. Let's first focus on the plot, okay? Well, before the plot, I just want to show you folks on the character selection that these are the characters that we can use. Okay, some of them quite look familiar based on the color scheme. Yeah, you can see there the sisters, Melina, Katana, whoa, Atania. Wow, she's here again. And Rain. Do you know that guy over there? Yeah, that's Rain. Well, I'm sure he may not look like the old Rain that we used to know way back in MK3, but because of his colors, maybe that's one of the reasons why it's easy to somehow know who they really are. Well, okay, going back to the plot. At first, the plot is very intriguing. Why? Because it brings you to a kind of world that is quite different. Totally. It gets out of time somehow in a different world. Let's talk about altered reality. I'm sure you folks out there know what altered reality is. It's like, everything we know has all of a sudden kind of been twisted and churned. It's like Marty McFly going to the future and seeing quite an altered state of what they're accustomed of. Okay? So, this. Okay, well, I'm going to show you some fighting scenes of the actual game. Okay, so you can see here Liu Kang with his current duds. And by the way, Liu Kang here is no longer a mortal, but for some reason, in the end of MK11, he became a god. Okay? Look at that guy. That's Reptile. Well, because of the color scheme, you'll be able to know that he's actually Reptile. And you can see Sub-Zero there like a cheerleader. Okay, so let's first focus on the fighting elements here. Well, there you can see some kind of air juggles, air combos, which Mortal Kombat, since its incarnation, was not really known for that. The fluidity is not actually that of a problem, but it's a little bit clanky. When you try to perform those moves, it's not as smooth as the one we had. Yes, it's easy for you to know when you're actually playing it. And here we're going to be seeing Reptile doing a finishing maneuver. But is this the Lizard or Killer Croc or something? I mean, yes, we all know that the Reptile is actually not human, but hey, this is not a ninja we're talking about. Are we talking about Dr. Kurt Connors here? Or Waylon Jones? I don't think so. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at another fight scene here. And there's something here that I would like to emphasize, and that's the presence of those cameo assist characters. Well, I've never been a fan of characters assisting, but for some reason it became already incorporated in fighting games. But you can see from time to time that there are some characters trying to assist, okay, which somehow gives, players quite a bad taste in their mouths because it's like they're not going to be usable in this game. They're just there for assistance. So, with that being mentioned, it kind of reminds you of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, wherein you get to see the mighty Thor assisting, but you can't use him. Okay, so it kind of gives you the feeling of how close we should have gotten that, and it kind of makes you feel a little bit quite sorry that you can't use those characters which you know are quite very relevant. Okay, and so by the way, this game reminds me of some kind of a messy time shifting shenanigans. In comics, at reader, when you start reading it, once you get to see and know the flow of the story, as it progresses, it becomes quite a torture. And the next thing you want is for the story to finish or to end. So I would like. There were some instances while I was in the course of playing this game. I was really hoping that this game would finish it. Okay. So anyway, let's go to some cut scenes. Okay, I would like to also show you folks about the cut scenes. Is there a way wherein we can go take a look at some of the stories here? Okay. Let's try and take a look. Well, NetherRealm, when it comes to cutscenes, motion captured parts, well, they're second to none. This is actually, I think, which separates Mortal Kombat from the rest of the popular fighting games like Street Fighter, Tekken, and King of Fighters, wherein NetherRealm Studios really delivered its best when it comes to motion captured scenes, as if you're not just benefiting of enjoying fighting the game, but the story itself. It's like I couldn't think of a better compensation rather than getting such wonderful cutscenes as if you're watching a film. Not only you get to enjoy playing the game, fighting the game, but you get to really capture and appreciate watching the scenes, which is like you're watching a film in the cinemas. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing better than this. Yeah, take a look at that. Well, I've heard, of course, they have real actors behind this. And of course, I can't complain anything about the way they talk. It's like, it's really as if they are in a film, not just a 3D captured scene. Okay, well, maybe AI really played a wonderful part on this one. Okay, take a look at that. Well, at first, you may not know who this guy is, but with a person who looks like that, with white hair, long beard, that can only mean Shang Tsung. Okay? See the excitement here.